Hi everybody, I'm Mike, this is Budget Guns and Gear Reviews, and today we're going to take a look at the Bastion Gear Braza and Persuader knives. Stick around, maybe we'll learn something together. So a little while ago, Bastion Gear sent me a couple of their folding knives to review. This one is the Braza. It is a stainless steel handle, titanium coated, with a D2 steel blade. At first, I thought it looked kind of funky. You know, I wasn't a real fan of all the meat that it has up here on the tip. But since I've been using it, I've kind of changed my mind on that. A folding knife isn't really something you're supposed to do heavyweight, heavy-duty stuff with, right? So I used this knife to do some beating on it. I batoned with it. I carved some notches with it. I did some feather sticks with it. I carved a digging stick with it. You know, it's really an EDC knife, but I wouldn't use it for stuff it's not really designed to be used for. And it performed flawlessly. This extra meat here on the tip made it so that I was very comfortable batoning with it because I wasn't afraid I was going to break the tip off. Being a frame lock mechanism, you know, there were a couple of times when I hit it with the stick, it popped open, but it didn't do anything that would cause me to hurt myself. The blade still remains centered in the handle. It doesn't wobble around, it doesn't shake, it's solid. It has ceramic bearings, so it opens nice and smooth and easily. It's a pretty freaking awesome EDC knife. As a matter of fact, since I've got it, it's pretty much lived in my pocket. It has a pocket clip. It is not reversible though, and you cannot orient it for either tip up or tip down. It is always tip up carry, but that's not a problem for me. That's how I would carry it, just like this anyway, in my pocket. Works fine. The this part of the blade, the front of it does have a 90-degree spine, so you are able to make some nice fine shavings with it if you wanted to do shave a little bit of wood off as tinder to start a fire with. Easily do that with this blade. Overall, I freaking love it. Well worth every single cent that you'll spend on it. As I said, it's D2 steel on the blade, so that means it's going to be a tough steel that's going to hold an edge. It's a tool steel, for those that don't know. So, you know, that's a good choice in a knife. Fit and finish is just outstanding. It's very well made. Again, I really don't have anything negative to say. It's a little bit heavy being a solid stainless handle. If I have anything negative to say, it's I wish they made it with a titanium handle like they did the Persuader. The Persuader, as you can see, has a different blade style from the Braza. This is more of a trailing point scimitar type blade, which is really good for slicing, and it's pointy enough that you can get stabby with it if you have to. Really nice ergonomic. It does have a titanium handle, and it is a frame lock design. And it does also have a D2 steel blade. The only place you could be able to strike a ferro rod on this is with the very tip. It's 90-degree there. But again, this isn't exactly a woodsman type knife. It's an EDC type blade, and it does really well for that. It's again, this also has the same ceramic bearings that the Braza does, and it opens nice and positive. The frame lock locks with a nice positive click. I mean, as you can hear. The pocket clip is the only negative I have about this. It is a reversible pocket clip. You can unscrew it there and put it back in for right or left hand carry. It is tip up only. But this pocket clip is STOUT stout. If you have a reinforced pocket, totally great. Like with this, with the first tactical pants I'm wearing, I can slide it in and out and you know, clip it on my pocket, not a problem. Regular jeans, yeah, it's a problem. It is not as flexible as the pocket clip on the Braza, which is still pretty stout, but you can move it. On this, well, this is a stout pocket clip. That's not really a good thing. It's not really a bad thing. It's just a thing. If you have pants that are capable of withstanding that, like I'm wearing right now with the first tactical V2 pants, I mean, totally great. If not, be aware of it. It has a lanyard hole in the back, as does the Braza. Fit and finish on this is outstanding. It's a nice, handsome knife. It feels good in the hand. Very ergonomic. There are no hot spots. Neither does the Braza. It doesn't have any hot spots either. It just, I mean, it works. I've had both of these out. I've used them to cut and cut and cut and cut. I did dull the edge on the Braza just a bit up here at the tip. I was cutting some meat on a steel griddle and I kind of dulled the edge of it, but a couple passes with my pocket work sharp, done, man. It's still sharp as it was when it came out of the box. So overall, with the Braza and the Persuader, can't go wrong. I think Bastion really did a great job with both of these knives, and I'm going to try to talk to them when I go to Blade Show. So I'm Mike, this is Budget Guns and Gear Reviews, and that was my look at the Bastion Gear Braza and Persuader knives. If you like what you saw, please like, share, subscribe. Consider becoming a patron on my Patreon account. Every little bit helps me bring content like this to you. If you don't want to do Patreon, hit the join button below and become a channel member. You get cool perks, you get cool emojis and badges and whatnot, and you get to help the channel out. If you don't want to do either of those two things, well, you can follow my Amazon links and buy anything on Amazon after you follow my link. It doesn't have to be with the link you followed. I just get a little kickback because you came from my store. And you know what? You might want to go ahead and check the links out below so you can find out more about these. But regardless of what you consider doing as far as support goes, I thank you for coming, I thank you for watching, and I hope you'll come back, because maybe we'll learn something together.